Properties around the region, they have had a much needed top up, particularly with those big rains that have fallen over far western New South Wales, including up to the Corner Country. Tim Rumble is at the Cameron's Corner store, 440 kilometres north of Broken Hill. He says the rains have cut them off from going anywhere for probably a couple of weeks.
Absolutely pissing down here at the corner. Well, thought I'd park the Luxie in the rain so I get a bit of a free wash because she was pretty filthy. It's been pissing down now for a while. So we're going to go check the rain gauge, see where we're at, because it only goes up to 20 mil. And I just got word from Murdy Station, they've had 31 as of a couple of hours ago, so ours is probably already overflowing maybe. Yep, it's already overflowing. We'd be up around 40 odd. Come back in a few hours to check again. Bloody hell. Bloody sun's trying to come out. There's more coming. We're at 47 mil, which is an absolute bucketing for out here. Well, bloody hell. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 57 millimeters later. Jesus. It's going to be a bit quiet around here for a bit. All that hard work of dragging all this ground and making sure it was all nice just literally washed away yet again. So these are down the back near the powered sites over here. Airstrip's down the back there. The lady was pretty insistent she was going to be landing her plane here tomorrow for morning tea, but I'm pretty sure that ain't happening. But anyway, we might not be finished with it just yet. That's coming straight over now, I think. But anyway, we'll go have a look around and see what's going on elsewhere. Not the best spot to camp at the minute. Bloody hell. It'll take a few days for this to all dry out. Straight. Earlier today, this whole road was running pretty much down that way. It's starting to break up a little bit over there. Just the amount of water that 57 mil brings to these places. Oh, that's what happens to your feet too. Fucking hell. Oh. I can't lose a thong. And across the road, at what's known as the Sunset Camping Strip. Got a bit of a pool in there too. That's the Queensland Roads, hasn't been open this year yet. It should be another little while before this opens up again. Wow. You can see it just cut away. Bloody hell. As I said, this was raging a bit earlier. Ditched the buggers, they were hurting too much. Getting ripped off my feet. Bloody hell. Here we are at the New South Wales gate. Bit of a swamp over there. Got a bit of a rainbow popping through. Bit of a puddle on the other side here. Shit. She's bloody wet. That's the view from a sand dune just near the New South Wales gate. This camera doesn't get it, but there's just puddles in between all these dunes. Angry skies are rolling on. Blue skies are coming out with a bit of a rainbow. Unbelievable. It's pretty special to be out here when it's pissed down rain this much. It's not every day you get to see the outback soaked, although it's becoming it's been pretty frequent in the last couple of years. But it's just unreal. We'll be cut off for at least a week, I reckon. But anyway, that's nice too sometimes.
Tim Rumble is at the Cameron's Corner store, 440 kilometres north of Broken Hill. He says the rains have cut them off from going anywhere for probably a couple of weeks.
It became a bit of a ghost town, and I had a few stragglers coming through, but a lot of locals, being station folk, have been kind of talking about a big rain. So they were all pretty busy hunkering down, and well, yeah, we didn't. We know what, you know, sort of how it affects the area and that. And obviously, it's not good for business, but sort of thought after last week's rain, and then this week, if we're going to get the 50 mil that we're forecast to get, it's going to be quite wet. And obviously, we've been, just watching it come down.
When did it start, Tim?
Yesterday we only had 3 mil, and basically this morning, like probably around 8 o'clock, hammering down all day long.
Was it that Queensland sort of rain that, you know, like that tropical sort of rain that came through from the north?
It was coming from the northwest, I think. It was pretty dark most of the day, but I think it was just slowly coming from the northwest. Being Queenslanders themselves, like, you know, growing up in Brisbane with the afternoon thunderstorms, but in more recent times in Mackay, 50 mils probably, not too much really, but out here it's a heap.
Well, forecasting this rain for about the last 5, 6, 7 days, were you sort of keeping a bit of an eye on it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we have to be on top of it out here because you kind of got to advise people, and the big red bash is on, so we had a bit of traffic from that, and people are just constantly picking your brains about the roads and the weather forecast and how it's affected and all that sort of thing. So, we just stay on top of it as best we can.
Have you had much sort of feedback or much communication with those on properties around Cameron Corner, how they all fared?
Yeah, we all talk to each other. So yeah, throughout the day, been getting phone calls, text messages, and people sending pictures to me and saying, this is what it's like over here, and what are you getting, and things of that nature. So spoke to Murdy first. Christine out there sent me some pictures of their homestead and probably ankle to shin deep water, and I think they ended up with 63 by the end of today. But the two stations nearest to us, Bollard's Lagoon and Lindon Station, pretty much recorded the same. Haven't heard from Omicron, which station we're on, but haven't heard from the homestead there yet. But they haven't been home, so I doubt they were supposed to come back today, I think, but I doubt they would have got back.
And Tim, you've only been there 3 months, but you soon found out that when it rains like this out here, people think it's Christmas.
Oh yeah, bloody hell. Just after the last couple of years of like pretty good rain out in these parts, all the cows are happy and the stations are over the moon, all the dams are full of water. It's green. It's not like your typical desert landscape. Even the wildflowers are coming out early this year.
Tim, you're going to be marooned for a little while, I take it?
Oh, I reckon so. We had 22 mil last Saturday and now we've had 57 today, so yeah, it's probably going to be at least a week. But we're kind of lucky that Tipperbar Road had a road crew on it. Yeah, they usually get to work pretty quickly and get that open. But as for the rest of it, yeah, she's probably going to stay shut for a bit, I reckon.
Now, Tim, you're not going to have any business probably for the next 4 or 5 days. Is that worrying you too much?
Well, me and my partner Michelle, we just travel Australia, so we're working here for the owners for the tourist season, and yeah, it doesn't matter to us too much, but obviously it's why you're out here. But at the same time, to experience like the outback rain like this for ourselves, it's probably trumps any sort of weekly wage, I reckon.
Tim Rumble at Cameron Corner Store, speaking there with Andrew Schmidt.